Hey fam, this is James. Um, just wanted to make a quick video. I just had another dream, and the reason why I'm not showing where I'm at is because I'm starting to get a little concerned that uh, I'm showing too much information about where I'm at. Um, because now, I mean, it happened. It was happening before, but um, I'm starting to get continuous attacks on a regular basis, um, in my dreams and wherever I'm at. So these higher dimensional beings are starting to get very anxious, um, and are causing a lot of trouble, especially for people who, you know, are of love and, you know, don't want to be used by them anymore. Anyway, so I'll tell you what's happening. So I've had a couple of very enlightening days, previous days, and I usually take a couple of days off, of meditating and stuff because just to ground myself a little bit, figure out where I'm at because these entities and these people who work with them are constantly scheming and trying to figure out ways to manipulate you. And so basically, um, I decided just to go all vegan. I realized that I was being attacked through, my interest in eating meat, and so and I've been through this before. I've been a vegan before, and right in the midst um, of when I was doing when I was first meditating and starting to understand that there's much more out there spiritually. I was a vegan, and this is right when I was in the middle of their program, and they had began attacking me, and just trying to figure out my frequency and stealing from me, and I had an experience where I was lying down, and it felt like they stole my soul. I had another experience where I was in like this huge black tunnel, and it felt like my soul was taken. So, and I never made any contracts. I never signed up for anything. It was all these higher dimensional beings using me and abuse, or my ex-father-in-law using me as a sacrifice or whatever. So I experienced death several times. There was even one time when I wasn't really enjoying myself. I had my daughter with me. We were at a bounce house place, and we were really just enjoying ourselves. And one of the things that they do is that they'll come and steal your happiness. And so they stole that, and then this little kid jumps up in front of me and says, "Kill him." Um, no longer, I mean, no later than like a couple of hours later, I'm sitting in my house, and I experience what feels like a huge um, hippo or lion or something, but in spiritual form, hit my body. I experience the feeling of complete death, and then someone saves me or comes back and saves me. So these creatures are very evil. They're nasty. Um, anyway, so I've been in the whole frame of complete love and trying to understand, but I'm not anywhere close to these higher level beings. I'm just a human being. And so, in my naivete, I left myself open, or I leave yourself open for um, manipulation. And yes, complete love and understanding is definitely the goal here. But it's possible that there are beings that just don't get that if they're parasitic, they and psychopathic, they won't have love. They are without the ability to have love, and it's a sad thing. Um, anyway, so I had another dream, and I had a couple of previous dreams before that the previous night. I was in my specific location, and they know where I'm at, so they're just gonna keep pounding me. So I had dreamed all sorts of dreams. Some of them, one of them was like I was in a restaurant with some of these aliens, aliens with long heads, and then I saw one of them transform. One of them had a big long head, and one of them had a big hook nose. Um, but the one with the long head transformed into a white guy, a smiling white guy that sat at the table. I decided to go and not sit with them and go to another side of the table, go to another table and enjoy myself. And the waiter comes over and starts yelling at me and screaming, and then his face transformed, and then I get pulled out. That's what usually happens. I go through this experience with something, and the greatest one, um, with their love, pulls me out of the situation so that I'm not injured or I don't sustain injury. Um, and many other dreams like that where you're definitely in it. You're definitely a part of whatever it is that's going on. Anyway, so last night or tonight, I have a nice dream, interesting dream, um, where I'm in a house and enjoying myself. It's my living residence, and I guess I have a couple of roommates. And then all of a sudden, these cops bust in. But these cops bust in, and I realize, in the dream that I have a little bit of weed on me. Um, but they're not searching for weed, and so I try to get away, but they got the whole area surrounded, and they're grabbing on me, and they're not leaving me alone, and they're kind of smiling at me, and I realize that they're looking for something. Um, so in my dream, I eventually escape. I get to the attic, and I get the heck out of there. Um, and I fly away. I don't know if any of you can fly in your dreams, but I fly in my dreams, which is fun. Um, I did feel weakened as if they tried to take away my ability to fly in my dream. Um, and so I flew away. But before I flew away, there was this white couple that was following me, a white man and a white female, and they couldn't fly. And right before I jumped off the roof to fly away, he grabs onto me and he won't let go. And so I had to release him. And so, sometimes dreams are, very symbolic. When I was first doing meditation and getting into this, there's some it was very profound and symbolic, and hard for me to understand. I was very new to this whole thing, and I realized that there was some things that go bump in the night, and I was getting messages from entities, friends, family, the greatest one. I'm not sure. Who am I to know? But I was getting messages. Could have been the negative entities as well. Um, and some of them were very profound, and they came in threes, and I didn't understand them um, completely. And so maybe they toned it down a little bit for me, so to make things a little bit easier, which is I'm very happy. We all have limitations, and I all I can say is that um, I am who I am. I can strive to be stronger, better, faster, but I'm born with certain things, and so we have to be happy um, for who we are, who the Creator gave, what the Creator gave us to live in, and so you know, uh, so sometimes these dreams can be symbolic. I realized that, and as I was kind of flying over the house, I saw that they had taken every single little in the dream. They had taken every single little thing out of the house and was searching it, every single little thing. Um, but what they were looking for was on me already. One of the things that I have to deal with on a constant basis is these negative entities stealing my ability to have an orgasm, and then uh, feeling these little shooting laser pains inside my penis. Um, and, this morning was one of the first times I woke up with, a little bit of a hangover. I mean, you know, like this is a natural process for men when you wake up and you have, a hard on. That ability has been taken. It was taken regularly, um, and they finally I get it back. I'm guessing this controller, this fallen angel, these people like to stack up on that type of stuff. Maybe that ability was taken from them, um, and they're using me, um, as they're taking my abilities away so that they could have it for themselves. A very selfish, evil thing to do. Um, very nasty thing to do, and that's why they want to keep you in isolation, um, so that they can continue to use you. And that's another reason why, you know, this whole um, reality that they may not want your help. They may fake it, but in the end, from my experience of trying to help, it doesn't seem like they really want it. Um, and, you know, to me, the reality is that if you're unwilling to help yourself, then why in the world should I help you? If you are so unwilling to 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 help yourself grow, then why should I kill myself to help you? Um, but if you want growth, then yeah, more power to you. But these beings are not only stealing from you, but they are knowingly doing it. They're knowingly manipulating you, and um, in knowing, it's like knowing that being a vegetarian is really good for you, but you decide that no, you just want to fucking kill animals and eat meat. But you know that being a vegetarian gets you close to the greatest one. It's kind of like, to me, it's like, oh, now I know I've been manipulated to the point where, it's hard to know some things because of the mind control and because of the attacks. Um, but I think now is a time where we're just gonna have to start using our intuition and start using our love that we've been given to see past the lies. And these parasitic entities are full of lies. They are, and it is so unbelievable. I mean, like, how could you not want love? How could you not want the love of the greatest one? But apparently something's wrong. Um, and that's what I'm discovering. And some of these entities um, will attack you and hurt you and steal from you over and over and over and over again. And maybe it's a lesson to understand. I don't know. But, this experience shows that they've been after one part of me, and that's definitely my ability to have an orgasm and my sexual energy. They don't want you to have it. They don't want you to have your org energy at all. Um, and they will attack you relentlessly to get it, even in your dreams. All right, fam. Peace out.